I think first of all the way we approach the discovery of the work was quite unusual for us because we decided to be all the audience to be with folded eyes, and the student has to present his work with words and texture, and the models was also not knowing what he was wearing, and he has to express the way he feels in the garments.
My concept is about how blind people actually dream. When you're not seeing, you have your own world in your head and create your own pictures with it, and no one else will have the same pictures like you. So I thought, what are blind people then dreaming about? Or are they dreaming in pictures then? Or are they dreaming like of the other senses, like touching something, listening to something?
Like plastic or latex or something, and it feels more cool.
She dressed herself alone? Or she needs some help?
I think she will dress maybe in another way. Because she wouldn't put it in because she doesn't see it.
Then we could see the powers of the words, but also the limitation of the words. And when we discover the garments in itself, it's because she was wearing a concept. And a concept is quite abstract, so it's difficult to express through garments what the concept is. And so this was the most interesting part of this workshop, that we could understand exactly where is the way designers can express his feelings through a garment, the way fabrics can support the touch, and at the end, how the shape and the additional value of the fabric plus the colors and everything makes a huge information that when visually you discover it, you say, oh my God, it's almost saturated of information. But in your head, by the time you were going and discovering the collection, it was a very interesting path for us to discover.
Yeah, what did we learn about fashion design beyond seeing? And there were two ideas. What I'm very interested in is to have sound and clothes, so that somebody who wears something special makes a certain sound, and I want to learn more about this. The other was to give sense to things that we wear, to have a story or a feeling or a person that is inside the clothes that I wear.
She comes from the imprisoned self, which has like not so good life, to go to these balls and run into the woods trying to be a princess. I choose the fairy tale from the Grimm brother, the Cinderella story. And now everybody has this picture in the head from the pink princess from the Disney movie. But the original story was without pictures at all. So like everybody had to imagine the whole story.
I'm really happy to see that all students are so involved, and they all have thought and reflected on the subject, and they all came up with something completely different. So this was very satisfying actually to see and to feel that it worked out. So they got into the idea of the project.